fresh knowledge from New Guardian sites. Following the recent discovery of New Guardian sites, the engineer Amtar is seeking help from the galactic community to learn more about the long-lost civilization. Further details were outlined in his latest announcement. I have developed a decryption algorithm that will translate the codices at Guardian sites. However, pilots are reminded that accessing Guardian data is only possible when in possession of one of their artifacts. Pilots can obtain Ramtar's decryption algorithm from any station in the MEAN system other than Felistock. The artifacts alluded to by Ramtar can be found at Guardian sites. Commanders are warned to be on alert, as the sites may be defended by Guardian drones. Ramtar also stated, "I will be more than pleased to reimburse any pilot who successfully returns to the MEAN system with a complete series of Guardian logs. There is so much more for us to discover about the Guardians and their history, and this could be a significant turning point in our understanding." Thargoid surveillance in the Pleiades. Aegis has launched an operation to monitor Thargoid activity in the Pleiades Nebula. Admiral Aiden Tanner, Chief Military Liaison at Aegis, made this statement. "Our new Eagle Eye initiative will closely monitor systems where Thargoid surface sites are known to exist. We have established orbital surveillance installations at 6 locations in the Pleiades, which will measure energy level fluctuations and track ship movements. Each installation is attended by a comms beacon that will collect the data before transmitting it to us for analysis." Aegis has confirmed that Eagle Eye installations have been placed in the following systems: HIP 17225, HIP 17692, HIP 17892, HR 1185, Pleiades Sector IRW, D155, Pleiades Sector KCV, C24. Professor Albert Isro commented, "My hope is that this initiative will greatly increase our knowledge of the Thargoids. Observing their natural activities, outside of combat zones, should further our understanding of their behavior." Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Several new Guardian sites have been discovered, resulting in a wealth of fresh information about the Guardians' long-lost civilization. Some of this information has already been put to practical use by the engineer Amtar, who has produced blueprints for new weaponry and power plant systems based on Guardian designs. Several galactic figureheads reacted to the news. Federal President Zachary Hudson said, "Anything that helps us defend our citizens from Thargoid aggression is welcome," while Imperial Admiral Denton Patrius expressed hope that the new armaments would provide a tactical advantage in our conflict with the Thargoids. Meanwhile, Aegis has launched an operation to monitor Thargoid activity in the Pleiades Nebula. The Tri-Superpower Initiative has established orbital surveillance installations at 6 locations in the Pleiades as part of the Eagle Eye initiative. The installations will monitor systems where Thargoid surface sites are known to exist. Finally, the Coalition of Othime has announced plans to develop refinery facilities in its home system, through the construction of a new asteroid base. The organization hopes that the new base will allow it to compete with other refineries in the region. And those are the main stories this week. Coalition of Othime campaign. The Coalition of Othime has announced plans to develop refinery facilities in its home system, through the construction of a new asteroid base. A spokesperson for the coalition said, "Othime relies heavily on its refineries, but those refineries are limited to small and medium cargo vessels, which limits the amount of revenue we can generate. A new asteroid base would allow us to support large ships, such as the Anaconda and Imperial Cutter, and allow us to compete with other refineries in the sector." The organization has placed an open order for various commodities, and has placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list, to ensure that those contributing material to the campaign can do so safely. Pilots who contribute to the initiative will be generously rewarded. The campaign begins on 8th of March 3304, and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Colonia initiative concludes. The Colonia Council has announced that its campaign to build a security installation in the Colonia region has been warmly received by the galactic community. Large quantities of material were delivered to Dove Enigma over the past week, allowing the initiative to move to the construction phase. A spokesperson for the Colonia Council, which is overseeing the campaign, gave the following statement: "The new installation will help us protect the people of Colonia from the ever-escalating Thargoid threat. Our thanks go to those who supported the campaign." Erecrimson Vision Corporation. Erecrimson Vision Corporation, Colonia. Erecrimson Vision Corporation, Gold Hubereg. The Guardians. The galaxy reacts. There has been a range of reactions to the discovery of new Guardian sites, and to Ramtar's development of Guardian-inspired technologies. Federal President Zachary Hudson said, "The Federation congratulates Ramtar on his success. Anything that helps us defend our citizens from Thargoid aggression is welcome." Imperial Admiral Denton Patrius echoed this sentiment. "I am pleased to hear that new, more powerful armaments are being produced. These will provide a tactical advantage in our conflict with the Thargoids." Alliance Prime Minister Edmund Mahone struck a more balanced tone. "Information is wealth, and Ramtar's efforts to expand the boundaries of science and knowledge will make us rich indeed." Meanwhile, Samguru, Pranav, and Tyler of Utopia look to the future. There is enormous potential for humanity to benefit from the technology of our galactic predecessors, and we look forward to sharing whatever prosperity these new discoveries may bring. Finally, Professor Albert Isro, head of research at Aegis, commented, "I have already contacted Ramtar with the hope that Aegis can study his new data. Understanding more about the Guardians may enhance our knowledge of the Thargoids, and perhaps help us to comprehend their motives." Ramtar announces new discoveries. The engineer Ramtar has revealed that his recent request for pilots to investigate possible Guardian sites has yielded significant discoveries. He has released this statement. "Thanks to many courageous commanders, we have found several new Guardian sites, and recovered a great deal of data. As I theorized, the ruins are not as dead as they seem, since some are actively defended by ancient Guardian drones. My analysis of the data has yielded key technological information, much of which can be put to immediate practical use. This has allowed me to produce blueprints for new weaponry and power plant systems, based on Guardian designs. I am currently liaising with technology brokers to manufacture and distribute these devices, which I hope will benefit the galaxy in these troubled times." Ramtar added that he will continue to rely on the galactic community's support in unearthing further knowledge about the Guardians. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Reports from independent pilots confirm that a new type of Thargoid vessel has been encountered, both in the Pleiades and on the fringes of the core systems. The ship, designated a Thargoid Scout Marauder by the Pilots Federation, are reported to be more maneuverable than the Thargoid Interceptor, but less resistant to weapons fire. Meanwhile, analytical reports released by Aegis have confirmed a pattern to the Thargoids' recent starboard attacks, which have left thousands dead, and infrastructures crippled. Admiral Aiden Tanner, Aegis's chief military liaison, confirmed that the Thargoids are specifically targeting starports where Aegis laboratories are established. Defensive measures have been increased at all starports where Aegis has a presence. Authorities in Colonia have decided to step up security by building a new security installation in the region. The AREG, Crimson Vision Corporation, has launched a parallel campaign to boost Colonia's military strength by providing the region with weapons. Both initiatives are a direct response to ongoing Thargoid hostility. Finally, Admiral Denton Patrius has announced that the Joint Federal Imperial Operation in the Pleiades Sector, OIT, C-37, and RIT Sector, XCZ, B4 systems has succeeded in achieving its objectives. Scores of independent pilots supported the campaign by eliminating Thargoids, and by recovering black boxes and personal effects from Thargoid attack sites. And those are the main stories this week. Lakon releases Alliance Chieftain. The Alliance has announced a new combat ship, the Alliance Chieftain, which has been specifically designed to counter the aggression of the Thargoids. A press release from Lakon Spaceways, which has developed the ship, stated, "The Chieftain is a highly maneuverable vessel for its size and weight, offering an advantage against the renowned agility of Thargoid craft. It boasts 6 weapon hardpoints, and also has 3 internal military compartments. This makes it very capable in a combat situation, and able to withstand considerable punishment. We believe demand will be high. The Alliance Chieftain is now available for purchase. Federal Imperial operation concludes. Admiral Denton Patrius has announced that the joint Federal Imperial operation in the Pleiades sector, OIT, C-37, and RIT sector, XCZ, B-4 systems has succeeded in achieving its objectives. Scores of independent pilots supported the campaign by eliminating Thargoids, and by recovering black boxes and personal effects from Thargoid attack sites. As the campaign drew to a close, Admiral Denton Patrius released a statement, thanking those who participated. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their awards from Orcus Crag in the Pleiades sector, OIT, C-37 system and PRE logistics support beta, in the RIT sector, XCZ, B-4. Arming Colonia. Arek Crimson Vision Corporation has launched a campaign to boost Colonia's military strength by providing the region with weapons. The initiative is a direct response to ongoing Thargoid hostility.
Frameshift drive charging.
A spokesperson for Arek Crimson Vision Corporation elaborated on the nature of the campaign. Several members of our organization have friends and family in Colonia, so we've decided to divert some cash into
Four, three, two,
in the region. If the Thargoids come knocking, we don't want the people of Colonia to be caught with their pants down. Arek Crimson Vision Corporation has placed an open order for a range of weapons, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver the requested goods to Gold Hub, in the Arek system. The campaign begins on the
fuel scooping.
Ballistic March 3304, and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Protecting Colonia. As the Thargoid offensive continues,
Disengaged.
Authorities in Colonia have decided to step up security by building a new security installation in the region. A spokesperson for the Colonia Council, which is overseeing the initiative, gave the following statement. The Thargoids have now entered the core systems, and their hostility shows no signs of abating. Meanwhile, Colonia's defensive capabilities remain limited. It is clear to us that the time to act has come. Colonia has agreed to fund the operation, and has placed an open order for various mined resources for use in the construction. Pilots who deliver the requested resources to Dove Enigma in the Colonia system will be generously compensated. The campaign begins on the 1st of March 3304, and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Starport status update. This report presents the latest data on Starport's experiencing technical issues as a result of the
Frameshift drive charging. 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 Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. integrity compromised. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Warning. Temperature critical.